What's up guys, it's the Sluicers here. We're down at Goldsborough camping area. We've got a little setup just here. I'm just here with a couple mates this time. Instead of my dad, they're new to prospecting. I'm showing them how to do it all. We spent a couple hours test panning the other day. We found a couple decent spots upstream where we got that. This was about 2 hours just test panning, mostly walking up and down the river, which is not at all bad. Nothing spectacular, but pretty decent. But yeah, there's a little bit of colour, so we're going to return to those spots, set up the sluice and process some material. We'll get back to you once we get down there. Okay, so we're upstream at a spot. It's just in this cave, if any of you know where that is. We've got the sluice set up there. The creek's very low, so it was quite hard to set it up, but we've got it going all right in the end. So we came up to here, did a few tests along this bank, got nothing. Heaps of clay has collapsed down onto that, so that might be partly why. But we came to a little hole here, and yesterday that was quite a rich paid dirt deposit. We were getting like 15 little flakes a pan, and not teeny flakes. Some of them, they were little, but some of them had some nice size to them. And so I've got the buckets are close to fire, and we're both going to get to digging in that spot and hopefully get some material done and through the sluice. It is a very isolated pay streak, probably only goes from about there to there, and the clay's only, what, knee depth at most. So we're just going to clean that out, do a few buckets, and then we might move up, and there's a few good spots around there, and we'll see if we can process some of that. But we'll get back to you. Done our first bucket out of the hole. If you look in here, there's a few wee little bits of colour there. This is a little bit, all those big bits sadly aren't gold, but there's a few wee bits showing in there. Nothing crazy, but a little bit of colour there, which is alright. But yeah, he's testing a couple more spots. He's tested up there, which he's getting just there, kind of, which he's been getting some bigger flakes out of. Yesterday we tested this bank, and we got about 20 flakes out of the pan. But then there was another beginner prospector up here we just met on the river, and we told him we're getting some good results out of here, and then he came and did quite a bit out of there and apparently got nothing. So maybe that might not be the best, but you never know. So we'll get back to some digging, maybe try some more spots and see how we do. Okay, so we've just come upstream to this bank. This would be an absolute beauty to dig out. Like, it's just sitting on the clay wall. You could just have the bucket sitting right there, set up the sluice right here, and that is such nice digging, just scraping down into the sides. You'd power through some buckets with that stuff. So I was like, surely there's got to be gold there. It's on a end of a nice inside bend, nice moss rocks, mixture of big gravels, sort of pan from in the bottom. And it was good right there, but then there was nothing in there, so maybe it's just around here, but I did the pan from the bottom. And there's some nice gold. Nothing too crazy, but that's a solid big flake, and then 5 smaller bits there. So that's some pretty solid colour, and that was just a small pan. But with that material, we're going to be able to power through some buckets, get this whole thing cleaned out, and hopefully get some gold. We'll move the sluice, and we'll get into it. So we've just cleaned out those 2 buckets, probably like a solid 1/4 gram in there, but nothing incredible. So we're probably going to carry on upstream, but definitely good gold. So we're back. This was our hole we dug out last time. Now we dug our hole from probably about there to there. It was 10 buckets. I think it was 10, maybe 11. There was a few buckets, and there was 1.4 grams. But we calculated in the video, it was called gold mining on New Zealand's west coast, something like that, that the pay streak ended about there and there. But someone else has come through, and they have just went, boom, absolutely cleaned it out. Probably did 2 to 3 times as much as work we did, and that's probably would have filled in. So the amount of dirt they would have had to move would have been incremental. And you can see all the tailings are just all through the river here. They would have the sluice here. But I'm surprised some guys put so much work in. Good on them, but they probably only got, what, I reckon maybe another 1.5 grams again from that much work. Couldn't be sure, it might get super rich, but I doubt it. There's a lot of work for the gold that was there, but and I think they continued up there as well. But no, it's a massive hole. Some guys will clean them out. If you're watching this video, let me know down in the comments below. And let me know what you got out of there. But yeah, this hole's been absolutely ravaged. We'll continue going upstream. Okay, so I thought I'd show you a video of the spot. We're up one of the side gullies. It follows this tunnel. Big clay walls, you can't get over them. But it comes to this spot. Now that's a bloody deep hole. That's neck depth. Wading through that's impossible. But, well, not impossible, difficult. And then the whole creek, just a really shallow little crevice. But no one in their right mind would have went up there. So I thought there's going to be good gold up above that because there's solid gold downstream. So imagine upstream from it. So yesterday I got down, took all most of my clothes off, all my waders so I wouldn't get wet, and I just jumped in, got up. There's no footholds there. There's that one little foothold there, and then I had to shimmy up through that crevice. I got up there only to find, squeezing through, managed to throw the gear up, had my back on that side, feet pushing on that side, but then I managed to get up only to find a bloody massive boulder built up in the middle of the river, sitting on a few rocks. I could have maybe brought myself over it, even more difficult than that, but the thing is it didn't look that stable, and if it fell, crushed me. But then I thought I'd come back down into the middle of the gully just after you get up, and it wasn't, see that bit wasn't so steep, so I thought I'd try and scramble up that. So I tried, just about got to the top so I could get round, past the boulder, only to lose my footing and go smash and just about cut my foot open back on the ground. But it was a bloody challenge getting up there. And for proof, you can see those are all my hand marks there from putting my hands on the side trying to pull myself up. And also you can see a few scrapes around there. That was around my feet. It's around there. But yeah, that was a bit... When I did it, I was like, oh yeah, let's get the gold. Just a real gold fever moment. Ran up there. But once I was halfway up, I was like, crap, I regret this. Coming down, it was horrendous. But yeah, that was a bit of an adventure. Be good to get up there, but pretty much impossible. And the gold can't be that good, so yeah, don't go up there. But yeah, we'll get back to it. Way up the back gully, there's this really deep bit here. It's way deeper than my waders. So I grabbed onto this log and lifted myself up over to this rock here. There's another fella working downstream there. He's seen a few of our videos, which is awesome. He hasn't had much luck yet, but hopefully he hits it big. But we're just I'm trying to get up here and upstream, and hopefully it's more or less untouched. We'll see how it goes. So I just climbed up and over that bit. There's then this massive block in the river. I had to scramble my way up on top of that, come down, wade through this really deep bit. Signs of human activity potentially. There's definitely would have been people up here, but hopefully a lot less. There's a side creek that comes in, but I can't see any holes or anything. So I'm going to go up and do some tests. Thought I'd give you guys some action footage. So I'm right in the middle of the stream, this really deep bit. I like to hear on my waders and just balancing on this stick. So this might be a challenge. I might end up getting soaked. We'll see. But hopefully I can get past there because there's some good looking material upstream. Catch you soon. Managed to get up through that bit. Got a bit of water down my waders, but alright. Came up to here. There's a good testing spot here. And it looks like an old relic from the mining days. Could be more recent. But we'll have a look down around the corner actually. Looks like it might just get even worse again. Might just continue on like this. Yeah. Oh, it looks really good up there. Nice big rocks. But boy, that thing's deep. I don't want to get soaked really. So, might leave that till next time. But in the meantime, we'll do a couple tests around here and see what we get. We're downstream, just above our cave spot, but below we were prospecting upstream. Just putting for our second bucket for the sluice. We found this big rock in the river here, and there was a big hole right there. But they obviously hadn't done in front of this big rock. And first pan, there was some nice flakes, and it was only a little pan. So then we did another pan, and there was about 15-20 bits. So we're just on the second bucket now, working it through, and third bucket now, working it through. Just need a bit more water in there, and then we'll put that through the sluice and see what we get from those. There's a few little bits of colour showing in the sluice after the first bucket, but it is going rather slow. As you can see there, it's not clearing up too quick, so the gold won't be showing too much. But yeah, it's going good, so we'll get back to you once we get some more gold. Just done 4 buckets out of that hole over there. We're just going to head back at the end of the second day. Pretty nice hole, but clay's not too deep, which is good, so we cleaned all that out. And the total gold, as you can see here, is a fair bit, nothing too crazy, but there's probably just over half a gram, I'd say, if not a bit more. So a solid amount of colour in there. There's a few, as you can see there, a few nice wee pickers, and nice bit of gold for the weekend. Nothing crazy, but good first trip, teaching these two prospecting, how to pan, and got a bit of gold in the end, so it'll be solid. Thanks for watching, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Before we end it, I just want to give a massive thank you to all our channel patrons. If you're interested in becoming a channel patron as well, and receiving a ton of bonus perks, like free gold pay dirts, shout outs, extra videos seen nowhere else, early access and more, make sure to check the link in the description below. Thanks for watching.